Hi guys, and welcome to another Mortal Kombat review. It's been a while. I got a lot of requests for this. Of course, Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe. The reason it took me a while to do this review is because the game came to America for Australia, obviously here. So I have to wait for my copy. Now, normally I always order or pre-order the games from America, and I get them a few days after it comes out in America. But the last few years, because I've been going to E3 and that, Midway usually hooked me up with a free copy, so I was waiting for my free copy, and I was just waiting and waiting, and it was driving me mad. And then I just ran out and bought the Australian one because I couldn't wait any longer on that weekend, on that Saturday. I thought I'm not going to have a weekend without MK. So, and then later on, Midway, it came anyway, the collector's version. Thanks, Midway. I'll talk about that later. So that's one of the reasons. Then the second reason is, once I got the game, I had to play it, you know, and I wanted to play it a lot. I didn't want to rush in and do a review and say things that are incorrect or, you know, aren't experience-based. So I've been playing the game since I got it for, I don't know, it's probably been about a week now. Yeah, about a week. I've done almost all the achievements except the some of the online ones, the Arcade Max one, and the combo challenge ones. So yeah, I've even got the finisher achievement, all the story mode achievements. I've got all them. Cool. The other thing I wanted to do is also test all the moves and everything, all the fatalities for my website. That's another reason why this was delayed, because I had the fatality list, and whenever I get a fatality list, I go out and do all the fatalities and check that they work, you know. And my fatality list was perfect except for like one fatality had an error, and corrected it. And so if you go to TotalMortalKombat.com, in the news section, that fatality list is perfect. I know because I tested it myself. Right. The other thing is too, I'm organising a Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe competition, which I pretty much finished up doing today, which I'm sort of making that in a program called Director, which make a little flash thing. You've probably seen them on my website before. So, you know, I've been doing that too, and so now I've got a bit of time, I can do this review. Alright, the first thing I'll say is I do have a few little nitpicks, but overall the game is awesome. I mean, they did such a great job with this. Let me just grab my controls. For a start, using the Unreal 3 engine means you're going to get these awesome graphics. And yeah, there's so many cool things. Like even that Special Forces logo, that looks sick, man. You know, all this stuff that they did in the Unreal 3 engine, the textures, it's brilliant. So straight away, it's nice to look at. You've never seen an MK like this in this resolution. So that's what's beautiful about it. For a start, one of my nitpicks is I don't like this brown. I really don't. I said it once on the Midway forums. At E3 it was red, and I thought it looked a lot better red. I understand like the lightning being yellow because of the rage and that, but just the background, this looks brown. This looks like shit. I just don't like that. That's the title screen, right? So let's go in and check out the game. These loading screens are cool. I'd love to get my hands on them, but I haven't asked Midway, but I should. I don't know if they'd be willing to let me have that stuff. They usually hook me up though. They're pretty good. So okay, so it's loading. Another one of those nitpicks that I was talking about is this select screen. I don't like it. It uses the same music from the menu. There's no like choose your fighter music, and to me the choose your fighter music's really important because that's the music that gets you into the game. It affects who you're going to be, who you're going to play as. You know, I don't know. It's like sort of weird, but that's what it does for me. This select screen is very boring. It's the same one they had at E3. They're just the render cutouts on gradient backgrounds with clouds, really, and the versus render. I mean, think about Deception. It said Mortal Kombat at the top, and it had the clouds sort of scrolling, and the box even had like designs, like it sort of looked like Asian and stuff. This is just a boring select screen. But anyway, it does what it's supposed to do and lets you choose your fighter. So for the demo, I'll use Katana. I'm still a bit shaky with the characters. I'll use mixed mode, which is cool. You can choose between just fighting MK people or just DC people or both. If you choose the mixed, it'll randomly pick if you fight Darkseid or Shao Kahn as a sub-boss, but you'll always fight Dark Khan as the last boss, regardless on which ladder you choose. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm still a bit shaky with the characters, and you know, I've only had it a week, so. But from memory, I had some pretty good combos with Katana. The battle plan is back. It's got a lot more fighters than Armageddon. A lot of people were pissed about that, and uses a sort of stone grinding sound when you progress, which is
Round 1, fight!
I was playing and the camera I use for this is limited to 3-minute LUTs, and it stopped, and a lot of the things I said were lost. So I'm getting a new camera soon, so I can't wait, because then I won't have to keep running up and pressing that button to start the video again. But yeah, some of the stuff I was saying was lost. I was just talking about how I'm a bit shaky with Katana, and I'm still just sort of getting a feel for the combos and that. I just did a fatality. I'll do it again, just to show. There's a rumour online that Katana throws a fan into your head. Hey, piss off, you piece of shit! Why is Superman so gay, man? They made him so cheap in this. They really did. I'm dead! Once computer activates rage mode, you're fucked, pretty much. And I was one hit away from getting rage myself, but it wouldn't matter because my energy was so low. But yeah, the combos in this are great. I believe that some of the game is perfectly balanced, but I still believe some of the characters are too cheap. Superman is one of them, and the Flash is the other one. As far as the MK characters go, none of them are really that cheap. Which I think is unfair. I mean, because like the Flash has got so many dynamic moves where he can spin you and come in and go, and the combos are really easy, like XXY forward A, XXY forward Y, and it's like a combo. Whereas you go like someone Katana, and you got like, you know, AY, it's like 2 hits, like, you know, you really got to be an expert at the combos and know all the pop-ups, you know. I'm just not at that stage yet. So let's try Superman again. So why can't it be XX back X? That'd be a great combo. Look at this. See? It won't connect. It'd be cool. But no. That stopped. No, it didn't. Alright. Superman's eye laser is one of the cheapest moves, especially if you're on the other side of the screen. Alright, here we go, fatality.
Fatality.
As you can see, I'm playing the European version, the PAL version. Oh, it does. It says it up here. You can't see it, it's all blurry. It says PAL up there. PAL version. Katana throws the fans into the chest, just like the American one. The only fatalities that are censored in the American version are Deathstroke and the Jokers, because they both shoot someone in the head.
Round 1, fight!
Actually, now that I think about it, Scorpion can be a cheap character with his constant teleport. Uppercut, spam. Actually, yeah, sort of put off by Scorpion in this. I really don't like it. They made my character really cheap like that, you know? I don't like that. Where's this? Fuck this, I'm changing, man. Fucking hate her. The combos suck. I like combos that connect. I was telling Shu this. See, me, because I'm old school MK, you know, a lot of people got into the 3D ones and they just know the 3D combos, but I'm old school, man. Like, I like the combos that finish in an uppercut or a roundhouse where they fly back MK3 style. I hate these combos where you go, you do 2 hits and then nothing, and then they're right next to you. They either go into close combat or throw you. To me, the combo has to finish, and you have to push them away. Isn't that the whole point of a combo? I don't know. Actually, what I'll do is I'll get out of this. Arcade mode, like I could go right through. Dark Khan, I'll say this: Dark Khan is a good boss. He's not as cheap as Blaze, not as cheap as Naga, and not as cheap as Moloch, which is pretty good. He can be sometimes. I mean, maybe if I'm on medium, the default. If I put him on hard, I'm sure he could be very cheap. But compared to past MKs, he's not as cheap. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play an online match. First thing I'll say about online is that me being in Australia, I've got a lot of requests from everyone. We want to play you, you know, I've got all these fans on YouTube. Me, I'm willing to play anyone. You know, even though I'm not good at this, I know I'll get my ass handed to me because I'm better at the 2D games. You know, I'll play with anyone, right? But the problem is, we'll set up a match, you know, I'll choose my player, you choose your player. We go into the game, I do one special move and it disconnects me. You know, so I can't play with anyone in America or the United Kingdom. Sometimes it works though, but every time I play in a game, like I played a game with Deception from the Midway boards and Shu, can't play with them, it won't let me. And the thing that really pisses me off is it counts as a disconnect for me. So, you know, what I'll do is I'll select a ranked match and we'll see what happens. The music in this game is awesome, but it is limited. One thing I'll say while that's connecting too is the arenas. There's only 5 MK arenas and there's 6 DC ones, which sort of pisses me off. They got 1 extra. And as far as the mixed levels go that are half-half, there's 3. Apocalypse, Island, and Throne Room. So when this was announced, they asked everyone what Mortal Kombat levels we wanted to see. I said, you know, the Portal, the Living Forest. I can't believe they didn't have the Living Forest in this. Are you mad? I mean, it was Outworld merging, and instead you had like, you know, that half-half level from the island. You saw like, you know, statues and it sort of looked purple and that, but it wasn't really a level. It was just Outworld. I want to see some of the Outworld levels. I want to see like the Portal. If you look at the Apocalypse stage, that actually has an Outworld stage. When you hit them down in the free-fall combat, you land in the Combat Tomb stage. You'll see the framework from that level. But apart from that, you know, and Hell, really, or Special Forces new level, there's no classic levels. So that sort of bugged me a bit. I thought we'd be seeing the Living Forest, the Portal, maybe some MK3 levels. Wouldn't it have been cool to have Metropolis, one city, and then have the Mortal Kombat city, like our city, when Outworld was merging in MK3? I don't know. It's taken forever. But yeah, as I was saying, there hasn't been any confirmation on downloadable content for characters, but I'm hoping there will be something. I think the amount of characters we got in this version was perfect. 22 is a good roster. Any more than that and they'd be rushing out on balance issues and that, you know, and they'd be just rushing to finish the characters, you know. And then you get something like Armageddon, you know, with a lot of bugs. Even though I like Armageddon. What else can I say? If you're lucky enough to have the collector's edition, it comes with some really cool stuff. Mostly video. Oh, you get the comic book, of course, by John Tobias. But as far as the video goes, inside, my favourite would be the Voice of Combat or whatever it is, the sound one, where you see Herman Sanchez recording all the sounds. Oh man, he seems like a fun guy. He's saying pretty funny stuff, like message him as like a phone message or text him.